is very concerned about this issue that is going on, which is not right, in the eyes of everyone, that a nation is warring against itself. But unfortunately, it is happening. So I think that our first interest uh, as a people, I'm speaking from a Pan African perspective and as an African who is concerned about the whole continent and its affairs. I think our first task is to preserve the nation itself as Ethiopia. At the end of the day, it should come out intact, and then uh, from that, then we should go ahead to deal with the challenges. Of course, bad things are going on, and many actors are involved in this, and so it is important for us to understand that we have many actors involved in this. That is why the issue has become much more complicated, that it has become now an issue of arousing emotions. But let us also not forget that uh, imperialism is at play here, as we have seen recently. The UN claims the TPLF came and stole fuel, but a few months ago, the same UN said that they lost the trucks. They lost 300 trucks, when they went to Tigray. So there should be some form of accountability by the UN. So just a few days when people are condemning these acts, we are seeing that the same people who are being condemned for drugs are coming out with pictures. But let us also not forget that uh, imperialism plays a book, plays tricks which it repeats again and again. Let us go back, let us run back and go back to Libya. What happened to Libya? The overthrow of the government there. It was issues like this that happened, that they were claiming that Gaddafi is going to bomb people, is going to cause a genocide. People, he's carrying out planes. Gaddafi is going to fly planes. So let us go in NATO and let us rescue the people. So they went on to destroy the country. So that is why I said in my first submission that the first thing for us should be to preserve the country, because a picture will go around, a doctored picture actually will go around, and they will say 4 people died, and they will come in and they will bomb the country, and 10 million or 20 million will die, and another 30 million will become homeless. Okay, so I think we need to, people who are overreacting to this issue, I will not say overreacting, but people who have become really emotionally attached to this news, I think we need to step back and examine very, very, very well what is going on, because imperialism is playing harder than the forces which are inside the country itself. And I think that the prime minister, for the last a period when this war has been going on, has been playing his cards very, very well. He has extended the hand to TPLF to try to speak. He has been lenient with the UN with all its interruptions. He has been lenient with the US and all its interruptions in the country. So and he has spoken to the African Union and said African Union should intervene and help to solve the problem. And the African Union has intervened. So I think that the Prime Minister has played his cards very well, but the external forces which are interfering in the country and how it is trying to manage to solve its affairs, are so huge, But the UN itself, I think, needs to be put to a stop, because I think it is the cause of this problem. And I'm speaking as a Pan-Africanist, and I'm speaking as someone who sees these things that imperialism has been doing, and this thing has been played before in Libya has been played before. It wanted to be played in Syria, and the same thing was played in Iraq. So we have to be very, very careful when we are looking at these things. We should not only look at the country itself as Ethiopia, but we should look at how imperialism plays and how these things have been played out in the rest of the world. So I want to thank you. We have to play as Pan-Africans. First of all, we have to look at the whole African continent. This war is not only about Ethiopia. This war is about the control of Africa and is tied to the interests of imperialism around the globe, where it is antagonizing everyone. Russia is antagonizing the South China Sea, antagonizing Cuba, antagonizing everyone. So we have to band together, try and bring on board as many Pan-Africans on board, as many Africans on board to understand this. But most of all, imperialism's propaganda has to be understood and put in context very well. Thank you very much.
Hi there. Can I come in?
Just a second, Alan. Wow, brother Kwame, I'm speechless, brother. I'm just at the level of understanding